Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chibowski. This second round I'm fighting against a guy called Lustractum from a guild I'm not even going to try to pronounce. He's got a Supreme Leader Kylo, 424k lifetime, quite a lot of relic things, but then also some weird things like a Gear 11 Ray Jedi training and BB-8, so that's clearly a team he's been neglecting. In terms of speeds, nothing too impressive. But I kind of am playing hard mode Grand Arena here, as you can see by the score. So I've got 1020 banners against the 1102 that you're supposed to set. Now considering nobody cleared a single zone in the last 3 rounds, I didn't think, hey, let's make life harder. No, it was just late last night after a very long week, and unfortunately I somehow seem to have missed out on setting a team here. Even though I was pretty sure I did. I just forgot, so I must have gotten sidetracked and forgotten, so my odds of winning have decreased a fair bit. And I'm guessing this guy wants me to go first to see how hard he needs to go on my defense. Now, I don't think that he can clear, but maybe that's just wishful thinking, so I think as long as I clear him I should be okay. But unfortunately kind of throwing away a lot of banners there. So on his defense he's got a bit of a strange GBA team there with the Gear 12 Droideka, then some rebels, clones, etc. And then down here this is his First Order themed zone. I'm guessing he really likes the First Order considering his avatar as well. So what I had in mind to beat him is the following. I was kind of thinking of this, so again, as usual, I don't really pay too much attention to the top zone here until I've cleared the bottom. So in the bottom, I guess I can just do this. I could take this out with a whole bunch of teams. Maybe this is a bit overkill, but I figured, well, might as well use that team, which I think was supposed to be the one going on defense, but hey. So the Supreme Leader Kylo, I pretty much have to mirror. I can try Jedi Knight Luke there, but my JKR is just Gear 12, so that's not too awesome. So instead I'll just use what's practically going to be these two. So I think it should be okay. Hux does prevent counters, which is what Jedi Knight Luke really benefits a lot from, but since he can't be stunned, Kylo Ren here isn't an issue, and when he doesn't have advantage I believe he loses that anti-counter thing. Plus he should just die pretty quickly, so I'm not too concerned about that one. The Supreme Leader Kylo mirror I am definitely concerned about. Yeah, just because it's a bit of a tricky combination here, and yeah, just not sure. It always depends a bit how things play out. And then the top, well, I could use something like this, but I'll see how it goes. So I'm just gonna dive into it, and I'll start with the Supreme Leader Kylo match, because if that doesn't work out, then I'm gonna need my JKL over there potentially to clean it up, or maybe something with CLS, etc. But I figured that would be my starting point. And I actually want to save Kylo Ren unmasked. He doesn't really add anything at all. Like, it's just either of the tanks is the one you will get who sort of like gets stunned. So then I'd rather save Kylo Ren unmasked for another team because he has leadership, whereas First Order Stormtrooper does not. So I'll just go in with these. I also consider bringing Thrawn, for example, to fracture his Supreme Leader Kylo, but I'm not really going to get around Kylo Ren unmasked either way, so I figured I'll just go with these 3. So he's got a very fast Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, as you can see there, going first. For my perspective now, I just kind of want to do this, and that puts the buff immunity there, which is very nice, and now I can immediately stun Sith Trooper. And then some AoEs from their side, which unfortunately puts everything back. So this is the annoying part. If he would have been slower, maybe things would go slightly better for me. But now, normally seen, I should be able to AoE out the Sith Trooper. But I'm thinking if that's what I want to do. I think I'll benefit more from getting a stun here, because it shouldn't kill him. There we go. Pretty close. And then I can do the AoE, get the double drain on both targets. And I still have all 3 alive for the moment, but I figured that would put me a bit ahead. Especially with Hux around as well. So yeah, it's a bit tricky, but looks very clean before the ultimate came off even. So that's quite nice. Sometimes you just have to make a choice to not kill off a character already so that you can benefit in a different way afterwards, and I think this was a very good opportunity to show that. So let's do the Hux team, just these two guys.
All remaining systems will bow to the First Order!
So should be able to get the... Nope. Okay, I'm wondering there, how come I didn't get full turn meter? I'm quite surprised by that. Is there anything in Hux's kit that would have prevented me from just immediately going there? There's gotta be something I'm just overlooking. Okay, well, I'll just keep going. I guess it's like it might be just I don't fight this team very often. So, just not being used to it, I suppose. That definitely seemed weird, but there's probably a super logical explanation. I guess take this guy down before he does anything wonky. Make sure I have foresight so that I don't lose a banner, and that's it. Alright. Then the Phasma team. Let's see who I want to kill first. I can kill any of them first. Just wondering what makes most sense if I want to mitigate banner losses. I think this guy, because he probably starts with the AoE. Phasma probably starts with a turn meter boost, so if I can do it that way, then that might make most sense. I'm sure I can also take this with something weaker. I could also use Rage Jedi Training, for example, and then save my Night Sisters for something else. Maybe that's smarter. Yeah, let's do that instead. Also wondering, how much health does Shaq have? That's way too much. Okay. Worth taking a look at. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna do Rage Jedi Training here instead. I know he doesn't have some kind of strong nest that I might need her for. So I'd rather use these. And maybe I can even do C-3PO instead. Nah, this is fine. So, I want to control... I think if I control Phasma so she doesn't boost the turn meter of both the others, and then just immediately go for the burn. Okay, I have to be careful if I want to recover BB-8 still. That he doesn't take additional damage from this point onwards. I'm not even sure he will be able to recover already anymore. So put this on Rage Jedi Training. We'll see though. Let's see, Grievous in the back is no surprise. I was expecting that one. Then the Poggle team though, that is like... What are you doing? And Tarkin lead First Order Officer and Executioner. Wow. That's some really interesting theory crafting there, I guess. Wondering if Kylo Ren can take the Vandor Chewie L3 team. I think he should be able to. They do have protection recovery, but as you can see, they're not super tanky. I don't know for sure, actually. But I think it's worth trying out. Like, again, the only way I'm gonna win this is if he doesn't clear me, and in that case, multi-shotting something is fine. So let's just do that. I think I've actually done this before. Based on the damage output, I think it should be quite alright. Also, if you look at how much Vandor Chewie is recovering, The answer is not enough. And L3, since she's gear 11, I'm also okay with that. So this should be pretty easy. I should be careful actually that I still recover my protection banner, because I might just kill all 3 at once here. At this rate anyway. Try and do that. Okay, that's 1 down, and then... Come on. Recover it. There we go. Okay, so no problems there. Could probably also take gear 12. That's just going to take quite a while probably to get them to the right point. So Grievous. Grievous I can use Padme against, or Night Sisters I suppose. But I don't have Talzin, so not really actually. I also still have JKR actually, so let's just do JKR. Doesn't really make sense to switch that up. Unless I want to do JKR against Shaq. No, not really. I mean, if Echo is there, he's going to do quite a lot of damage. And he is. Yeah, it feels safer with Padme over there. And then just JKR over here. So let's do that. It's just a gear 12 B2, which makes using JKR very nice. Almost tempted to do the turn meter swappity swap thing, but let's not do that. Yeah, this should already kill him, so not too much of a reason to try and mess around. And now it's mostly a matter of trying to get some people with full health and protection. Doesn't need to be everyone, but I would appreciate the banners. Though with this one I've definitely like trashed any chance of getting top 50 probably, if assuming I win this, which is a big if. That's okay though, and I think like honestly in some ways I prefer it if I don't really stand a chance, so that I just don't get too invested in it and then at the end get griefed out of it by someone who sets absolutely everything on defense. That's how it went for me once, and ever since I've never really bothered to try to get high ranks in this game mode. I once like just coincidentally got a good rank, I think like 26 or something, because a lot of people, I think it was a 3v3 season maybe, a lot of people just didn't really bother. So let's do Shaq. I'll bring GK I think for this one, because it's just Shaq who dispels. But I think these 3 are probably nice. Shaq does add the offense up, so if I'm able to dispel that, they're just attacking a lot out of turn anyway, so I might as well just do Ahsoka. Maybe I'll regret, but no, I don't think so. There's no offense boost without General Skywalker, so that makes it pretty easy. Now they just spent the dispel, and I think I'll just try to go for 5s immediately. See if I can get some courage going on Ahsoka. There we go. This should probably get close to killing. And then Padme finishes him. And might as well go for Echo. Let's do a kick. There we go. Oh, I think actually she didn't lose any banners yet, so now Shaq just took it. Well, that's okay. Not expecting more than 51 from this team, like, ever. Dodge, are you kidding me? So, moving on to the next one. Yeah, the other teams, they're not particularly strong. So I'm mostly just going to be curious what he does against me. He should have a lot on offense. But he does need to beat these teams, so... And then these at the top as well. But it's a bit weaker considering I don't have the Night Sisters there. So we'll have to see what he does, but... Yeah, let's go for the top actually was what I should clear first. So the rebels here always tempted to try something with just Wampa, but at the same time realizing it's not that smart. Especially the Relic Rolo, all of our damage added up can hit pretty hard. So there's just not too much of a reason to risk anything there. I could also bring Barris instead. Barris instead of Ezra, but I kind of like Ezra for the assist calls, so let's do that instead. And the Dispel. Don't think I need it in this case. There's nothing to Dispel, but anyway. Let's go for this dude immediately. It's just a bit too easy like this with these three. Alright, the Geos then, they should be somewhat tricky. Let me check the Spy. I think I'll bring Nihilus for that one. Because there's just not too many Geos to sort of like kill themselves. Also want to pay attention still to Nest, I guess. It is still a Gear 11 Nest, but nah, I'll be okay. So Sith. Just go with the three of them. I'll lose banners, it's whatever. So do an Isolate, and then Nihilus can dispel Droidica. At some point anyway, if needed. Do I want to? Yes, definitely. So like right now, that allows me to get my Drain back. So actually in some ways Droidica helps a bit if you bring Nihilus, because then you can cycle around to his Annihilate faster because of that second Drain coming back sooner. Without him there wouldn't be any buffs to dispel really, unless you can get the Spy in this case, but for that you have to get a bit lucky as well. I think I can almost... There we go. And Annihilate... might as well Annihilate Droidica. Because this guy just does a lot less damage, even if he manages to heal himself up. I'll just stall, I guess. And see, maybe even if I can somehow recover Scion's protection. Don't know why I moved the Isolate though, that's a bit weird. Well, it works. If I can now keep him drained, then he can't bring that guy back. Ability block. And that should be it. 53? No idea how I got 53. That shouldn't be possible. Well, whatever. Don't ask too many questions sometimes. Still three really weird teams. I think he should take a little more time to look into his like leftover characters and if he can formulate some better teams with those, because this is a bit... Yeah, I don't know. It's not super practical. I wonder if CLS could solo something like the Geos. Poggle definitely adds a lot of damage, but CLS is also quite strong and can recover his own health and protection. Okay, let's solo a team with Spirit. So let me think. Spirit's like 300-ish, so Nest will still go, even if I kill one of the others, so then I'd rather just get rid of Nest. Now, Embo can be crit, because of his unique, normally seen anyway. Wow, I'm gonna 56 this one. Nice. Can't say I expected that, but I'll take it. And then in terms of fleets, okay, yeah, this is what he usually did in his history. Set the Negotiator on defense. Alright, this one then, CLS Han Chewy. Not too much of a point in going in undersize. Because I will bleed the banners by someone losing protection. And like this you just have all of the control needed to take them down without them getting any turns in. There we go. And then the Geos, I don't even know what I have left. I have so much left. Could use my own Geos, could do something with Thrawn. I guess just Kylo Ren and Mast, Watt and Fox is fine. Or just him and Fox. Yeah, no, again, this is another one. There's no point in... I think, although they do like no damage, so Fox by himself... Maybe he can get the job done without Watt. It's an interesting challenge. I'll end up with the same number of banners, so might as well try it out. So the theory is that Kylo Ren and Mast will heal more than he might lose. Let's stun him. So then he can stay at full banners. That's the idea anyway. That guy counters, so go for this one. Well, I guess I'm gonna get countered. Or not, but now I will. There's no way he doesn't do it twice in a row. Yeah, I see he's full protection there, so... That's one extra banner for me. Nice. Okay, Negotiator Mirror. I remember the last one, that was a disaster. And I never really bothered to figure out why, to be honest. Which I probably should have. This one should be okay though. But I guess that's also what I said last time. So when you do a mirror, typically you want to try and put buff immunity on Jedi Knight Anakin, but because it's Grand Arena, buff immunity doesn't land, obviously. Then the next move is to put offense down on Jedi Knight Anakin, which in this case does work. And now it always depends. If they went first, you want to put the loyalty thing on your Anakin if it's needed, if he like lost it. If he didn't, then you still want to do the daze, even if they dazed you first. Now he lost that. There's no point in me doing the this spell here because yeah, my 5s is disgustingly close to being back, but he's not, so there's no point. He gets it back here immediately. And I'll just do it in the next turn. So, call in Blow. And now if there's no Valor on both 5s and Anakin, I like to make my Y-Wing taunt. Hate it when they call in Blow first. That doesn't always happen in Arena. But people tend to have stupid reinforcements there, to be fair. Okay, let's go for him. Yeah, he's got full turn meter, so this is a good time to burn his loyalty. Now is a good time to boost rather than before, because I have all that Valor, which makes my fleet take more turns, get to the ultimate faster than him, etc. So I kind of just got barraged pretty hard. Pretty much forced here to drop Y-Wing under his max health, which means their Anakin will go and my Y-Wing will die. That sucks. I hate it when you don't have any control over it, but that does happen. And now that they've got 5 ships, they're gonna outrun me, and this is gonna be another disaster run. Unless my Ahsoka can spec here, crit here I mean. Okay, that's better. I think I'm gonna try and kill Plo with a special here, even though nobody else is target locked. Because I just need to get some ships out on their end. Okay, it didn't work, but this should kill. I need to try and overtake them again before I get hammered too hard. Let's take Y-Wing out as well. There we go, this is looking better. Wow, that was a big one. 60, so that's pretty low, but I'm glad it didn't turn sour there. Separatists, and I mean, I can bring reinforcements. I don't think I'll need them, but I'll just bring one probably. And then the goal is to just kill the silencer as soon as possible. But I can also stun this guy here so that he doesn't burn, which of course, because it is Grand Arena, does not land. Buff immunity so he doesn't taunt. And there goes the burning in the end. That one should be down pretty quick, and then it's just a matter of cleaning up the rest. Interesting, he was just like, yeah, these ships are all evil looking, so let me just put the evil guys together, kind of fleet. Does this just defense down and calling everyone? Well, might as well do it. Hopefully one more attack will do it. There we go. So 66, that's significantly better. Some people might have argued, oh, why didn't you use your Malevolence against this Negotiator, and then Negotiator undersized against Finalizer. I just trust my Negotiator mirror match abilities more. So if you look at his final score, to think that I could have 82 more banners, I think it is. Let me check. Yeah, 82 more banners, so I'd be in like 2670 range. That's pretty crazy, but even this is still a respectable score. A score that people go under quite often. Actually, he attacked. Okay, failed his first battle, but did take 2 down. Yeah, I guess he's getting started. But maybe he's trying to rework his plan now that this one has gone partially down. This looks good for me though, because the only team that he has on offense is Darth Revan, and then I think General Skywalker with... That's probably what he used, General Skywalker together with Rex and Ark, I think it is. So he tried to mirror with a weaker variation. That didn't quite work out, and his Darth Revan is just a lot slower than mine, so it might end up being rough for him. So I'll get back to you when he's finished attacking. Pretty curious what's gonna happen.